At Blythewood High School, Justin Bethel returning to his alma mater to host his 7-on-7 Gridiron Classic. And that was one day after hosting his Beating All Odds youth football camp. Quite a busy weekend for him. And Bethel certainly beat the odds. He played at Presbyterian College before embarking on a 12-year NFL career, which featured 3 Pro Bowl selections and a pair of appearances on the All-Pro first team. He started his career with Arizona, the team that drafted him in the 6th round. He was the first Presbyterian College player to be taken in the draft since 1969. That led to stops with the Falcons, the Ravens, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. But back in January, Justin made it official. He announced he was retiring from the NFL after 12 years in the league. It's been quite the journey for Justin, whose career took him from Blythewood to Clinton to the brightest lights in the NFL.
I was never the best guy in high school, but I always worked really hard. When I got to college, I was one of the better guys, but I still had that same work ethic. Went to a really small school at Presbyterian College, but I was still able to get, seen, and it led into me having a long, healthy career of 12 years. So definitely blessed and want to be able to come back and give these guys that same opportunity.
Yeah, teams from here in the Midlands and across the state were on the field competing in Justin's annual 7-on-7 tournament. And for Justin, it's a little different this June because he will not be getting ready for the grind of training camp. But he can say not only did he beat all the odds during his NFL career, but he took that career as far as he could. And while he could have probably played a 13th season or perhaps more, Justin says he knew the time was right to call it a career.
I was blessed enough to be able to play for a long time. Left the game, I think, on my own terms. I was healthy, no crazy injuries. That I didn't have to leave the game because of an injury. So definitely think I got all of it that I wanted out of it. I think it's time for me to leave and time for the next generation to take over. When I first started off, it was I was like, man, if I could just play 6 to 7 years, I'll be happy. I'll be able to leave the game feeling very fulfilled. And as time went on, and luckily for me, I was able to make a lot of plays on special teams and make some Pro Bowls and All Pros early on, and I think that helped let my career extend on. And then once I got to 6 or 7, I was like, man, I still feel good. I feel like I'm still making plays. And then I was like, well, let me just see how it goes year to year. Got to 10 years, I'm like, okay, let's keep going and see what we can get. And I was able to hit those last 2 at Miami, and definitely felt blessed to get that opportunity from them, and able to end my career there.